Well, the sun's arrived this morning. The roses are all going mad again. They're looking really nice. Right, my tomato plants, the current ones, they're going in their final place tomorrow. So I've got them out and put them on the table. I left them out overnight. It's a bit sheltered just here on my patio table, underneath. To excuse, Emma's put the line up, so there we are, underneath the roses. Everything seems to be coming out in flower. I'm now going to plant up my buddleia. There we are, let's go and plant them. This is where they're going. The plan is just to put one in a pot, but it don't really look very much, but they're for next year. So I want them to grow and I want them to spread out the pot, and they're going to go on the summer house veranda. So they're in that one and that one, and then I'm just going to water them, and I might leave them up here for a bit till I finish painting around the summer house, and then they're going on the veranda, and hopefully they will spread all out and hang over, because they're dwarf ones and they're supposed to hang over the sides of pots. So that's theory, so we'll see. Right, this mess of an area here is going to be cleared today, and all my tomato plants in hanging baskets are going along here. I'm not bothering putting the cover on this year. It's too late now to be bothering with things, and hoping them tomatoes will be able to live outside. Well, this is where my new tree lilies are going. So I'm going to go and fetch them and get them in. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for a fiver tree lilies in that bag. So I'm quite pleased with them. You can see I've put them like this. Just put this one in. There we are. I did record this earlier, but some silly reason this camera is playing up and it keeps changing its settings. I'm not quite sure why, but it didn't record. So I just hope this one does. You probably can't read this in the sun, but it says ornamental and trumpeted, so fully hardy. So 10 tree lilies for £5 I think is really good. We have the sweet peas, and they're going to go in them 2 buckets, and they are going to support them. Right, there's quite a few, if you can see. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 12. I'm not going to split them because they've been in here quite a long time, and all the roots will be all joined together. Look, I've got some nice roots on them, so I'm just going to put them in the middle of here, if I can dig a hole like that. Firm it in. I'll pinch a bit from that one. Right, the next thing is, how do we get this? Right, might have to go and look at the box. Unless this goes over. Does that go over there like that to hold it? Maybe. I'll put you on pause and go and find out. So this is how it goes. That fastens into there like that, and then we have to pull it down to there. Just hope I've got not too high cane. So if we put the cane in about there, that should have missed all the roots. And then you pull this down, and then apparently you have to stick that in like that. And shove that down like that. I think we might have a problem here because this soil is not ever so firm because it's fresh compost. Well, I've decided that this is not quite as easy as made out by the people that sold it us. I put 2 canes in. This one here is holding it from pulling that one over. Maybe if you're putting it into hard soil that the plant's already been in, like in the garden, but for pots, especially with fresh compost, they're useless. This keeps slipping off. I might put some tape around it. So we'll see how it will hold up to some wind. Look what I found when I've been searching in the shed for something else. The supports that had gone missing. So right, I can finish putting my supports on my dahlias now. See, I did have a lot of supports. I knew I had loads of supports. I've just found them. But guess where I found them? I found them 2 in the shed and them 2 in my plastic box. Ha! What I was looking for in the shed. There we are. That sits in that frame nicely. So that's one in place, and this one this side. Just got to shift all the grandchildren's toys from somewhere, and Freya's agility equipment. That's part of her seesaw. And then things will look a bit prettier. But I'm hoping that they're all going to hang all over the sides of these 2 little containers. These are full with water. That's why I'm walking very carefully. Right, I'm going to stick them. See if I can stick you down there. And I'm going to turn it upside down and stick it in there like that. There we are. So the water will slowly drain into the container, because these don't get very much water, even though you'd think the rain would drip off there onto them, but they don't seem to get very wet. But then again, in the summer it don't rain that much, does it? This is the biggest pot I can find for my dahlia. Don't know whether it's really going to be big enough. Well, yeah, it's just that I'll have to stand it up on something, because if I really don't want that on the floor, do I? Not really very big. I can't leave it here because that's Badger's perch, isn't it, Badge? This is what you're doing, putting things on my perch. He loves to lay on there with his bum in my flowers, don't you, boy? Well, I'm sat down for 2 minutes. Well, I would be sat down for 2 minutes if somebody would give me a kiss. I've been in the shed trying to find stuff in the shed. Sweat's dripping off me, and thanks Kira, that's why she wanted to wash my face. I'm wet through. What are you lot doing? It's too hot. Hey, normally you just lay somewhere asleep. You're ever so nosy, aren't you, what I'm doing? What's Pup doing? Hey, say hello to everybody. Say, look at my long legs now. I've grown even more since the last time I was on camera.